Alright, I'm starting now. Hey guys, it's Rob Sachetto, the internet's busiest zombie artist. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Welcome back to the studio. Yeah, it seems like a long time, and it has been, in terms of how often I normally do live streams. So, but I have been very busy, very busy, like out of town. Actually, if you want to know what I did Saturday and Sunday, you can check out my latest con review in the video section. That got more comments and views in the shortest amount of time of all my videos. So it's a hot video right now. Yeah, so check that out. But yes, today we are, oh man, and if you can't tell, my voice is spent, talking nonstop kind of for 2 days, and then more, so yeah, I'm still repairing, but I'm going to try to do my best. Tonight, we're going to have some fun. And you know what? Here's the thing. This subject matter is simply impulse. It has like probably no one would be interested in like owning or buying this or anything. Like it's just one of these like super throwaway type of ideas. But I really love it because I love these things, right? So without further ado, inflatable costumes, man. Yeah, inflatable costumes. So there's the frog and the dinosaur. The two biggest ones. If I did another one, it would undoubtedly be a unicorn, but these are the two. These are the two I'm doing. And these defy logic. Like, if you're halfway through this video and you go, and if you come in halfway through this video and go like, okay, Rob, as soon as there's a hole in that whole thing would like fall apart, it wouldn't stay inflated, blah, blah, blah. Has nothing to do with reality. Zombies exist here, so does weird things like that, man. So, yeah, without like real explanation or whatever, the suit is still inflated despite having rips and tears in it. So yes, defies logic, true. However, the visual is the thing, Yeah. Visual first, answer questions later. So yeah, we're going to be doing these guys. We're going to be doing these guys. And again, I use some reference from online. And I'm kind of putting it in the sense that there's a guy in there that's the zombie. Not the actual suit itself, the zombie, but the guy inside is the zombie. Okay, in both instances. And you might say, hey, you should do, one of those things, just the zombie. And yes, you'd be right, I probably should. But for now, we're going to do the inflatable suit frog. I'm going to spruce up them pencils, add a little bit more detail and information. Again, it doesn't have to make sense. Just has to be a cool visual, Yeah, either a piece of toilet paper or a bloody ripped piece of the costume or something. But yeah, the toes basically go over the shoes. They're like flaps that go over the shoes, right? So those are going to be like super ripped up and stuff because, he's walking around in this thing for days. Oh man, it must stink in there. It was awful. Rotting flesh, like the accelerant being the heat, and all the insects getting caught in there. Yeah, draw it, fool. Yes, I will. Draw it, fool. man. Yeah, I'm doing it, man. Again, the improbable. Like, it looks like he's got teeth. You know. So yeah, I'm doing it. You know, it'll make sense. Again, this is just a really, excuse me. This is just a really fun one. A really fun one. Making it up kind of as I go along. You know, got the basic structure, but then we're taking it to unknown places. Yeah. Yeah, there's some nice, you know, a little bit of foreshortening there. And yeah, the costume's sort of ripped there, and almost it does look deflated, right? You know, some reality in this, but it's just a fun draw. Like, it's just a fun drawing, right? It's just a, you know. Yeah, it's more skeletal. I'm gonna put some. Again, put some, like, where would he go? Okay, that would be, yeah. You should really draw it. And I think I actually did. I think I actually did draw where this would be, and it's probably, like, it's around his waist. So it's part of, you know, the jean pocket. Yeah, more jean material down here in this rip. So yeah, that all makes sense, right? You know. Yeah, I did draw an actual guy. This is like, I kind of traced it from a sketch, you know, the actual costume, but I drew the guy, so I kind of had a faint idea of where on his body this rip would show, what would show there, you know. And you got to kind of think of those things, right, to make it make sense. Even though it doesn't make sense, the proportion, you know, kind of does, right? Unless it's out of proportion, that's your gimmick, you know. And that's your style, you know. But yeah, I think this is really fun. And again, I'm only doing it because, like, I see them in the news all the time, right? So it's just fun to. It's just one of those things that's on my mind all the time, and I always laugh when I see them. I always think they're so fun and cute and like clumsy and stuff, you know. So I super love that. So you know, yeah, I wanted to kind of draw a couple, and since I, you know, do everything zombie, then here we are. This is where we're at, you know. So yeah, so Ty's all ripped too. Yeah. Yeah. There's a zombie foot in the shoe, because the leg is ripped, so you can see that'll be his shoestring. Yeah, there, right? I'm just making up the shoes, but they're sneakers. They're going to be all filthy. But I'm going to still take that double line out of there. Some construction lines I really don't want to have shown, because when they do, they confuse the drawing slightly. But otherwise, I don't do too much erasing. Like, you know, if something shows through the watercolor paint and pen process, then, you know, yeah, you're gonna see that, right? And I'm usually fine with that. So there's a few things to consider here because of the holes, so I have to be careful when I put the washes on. I think there'll only be like 2, because he's white and green only. Oh yeah, blue tie. Yeah, right, blue tie. You have to make notes. I have to make notes. Blue tie. Remember that. You know, because I'm drawing so many things at the same time. You know, even something that simple that you should remember. Better write it down, man. Yeah. So, yeah, but I love these guys. They're so funny. So I decided to draw them. And that's what we're drawing tonight, yeah. Who knew? Who saw that coming? Nobody saw this one coming, man. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a first try. It's pretty good for a second go of it. Yeah, I might make that like look bonier. There. Yeah. And the face, the zombie face is in there. Yeah, he's all sweaty. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, his head's sticking out of the hole where the screen thing is. Yeah. Great. There we go. So that's good. So now, meow. I'm going to put on the gray. Wash first gray wash on there. It'll be pretty light, I think. Fairly light. Yeah. Fairly neutral. What makes a man neutral? He sickens me. There. So throw that on. That might be a little wee too light, but I already screwed something up. That I did go over that hole there where it should be the background, but it's so light that you can't probably even tell. But I shall be more careful. Like right here, gotta watch for those see-through holes. You know, it's no big deal. You could, fix it in post, but I like my originals to be, as complete as possible without any tampering. Puh. Yeah. Without any, computer tampering type of thing. So when you see it on Zombie Daily, which I hope you go to Zombie Daily and check out all the wonderful zombie drawings that I do for you all every day, and since 2008. So that's a little insane. That's a little on the insane side, but you get to see my insanity on Zombie Daily, and the link is in the description below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so at your earliest convenience. And that would be absolutely wonderful. We've surpassed the first milestone of the channel, it's almost I almost don't believe it. So it's hard for me to say it. You know what I mean? But I'm blown away. I'm blown away, man. So thank you guys for subscribing. I really hope you like the content. Seems that many of you are turning on to it, which is fantastic. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, guys. So to all the new subscribers, thank you and welcome aboard. And to all the old subscribers, thank you for hanging in there and enjoying the content. And love since day one type of thing. And to all of you guys, man, I just can't thank you enough. It means the world to me, and it really is helping me, push into a higher, echelon, of the algorithm stream, which I hope that we're, doing, at least with a few new unlocked things that have happened, because of the new subscribers and that the influx of new subscribers, which is absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, looking at bigger and brighter things, man, with your help. So thank you so much for helping and enjoying. Enjoy. Check my chat. Oh, Christine, hey. Thank you. Did you hear about the Xmas combat that Mike are going to have December? Yes. I think it's an amazing idea before Christmas. Yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be doing that. Very unfortunately, because I would love to, man, if I was there. But travel for me around that time, I pretty much stopped con travel, early, because I don't want to get caught in any kind of bad weather on the road or anything like that. That's awful, and I don't like risking it, man. But I would have loved to have been there for sure. I saw the solicitation for it. I think right after Steel City NerdCon. Ooh. It's true, man. I can't get that out of my head. Steel City NerdCon. And now it's in your head. Yeah. So yes, I am slightly again adding a little bit of zombieism to the actual costume itself. Because again, these are really fun. They're not. I don't think they're I don't think they're meant to be taken too seriously, because they're just like these dopey characters, man. And sure, I could make I could make a mega horror gore fest thing out of these, but I kind of like to keep them in their goofy, clumsy state. Almost lean into that more. Yes. Thanks for watching, Christina, and it was great seeing you too. Great seeing you last weekend. Wow, thank you so very much, man. Your support and your interest is wonderful, and I sure do appreciate it. Gonna get back to my regular speed. So we got some kind of hoofs. They look like hooves, but they're, I guess, hands. It's kind of funny. They're just black sort of stumps, kind of like the feet. Yeah, they're gonna be all dirty and stuff too. Yeah, one of the toes is bent right back, because they're just flat sort of flaps, right? So, yeah, the fun you can have kind of with that. Yeah. And yes, the idea that there's holes in it that would immediately deflate it, yes, that has occurred to me. But it's, like I said, it's just sort of like a fun, we're living in a world of zombies, so that's the other suspension of disbelief you have to swallow. The fact that it's still inflated even with holes. Kind of define the hands a little more. So he's got a shirt that's all ripped in there too, but he's ripped out of the costume. Yeah, that's great. I like that. And yeah, they have these big dumpy bums too. Like they, yeah, it's just so funny. I just love the way they look. I think they're hilarious. You know, like that episode where Homer was that safety salamander man. Oh my God, I love that one. Yeah, that was an awesome one. Safety salamander. That was hilarious. Yeah, but yeah, man. Think about being a zombie in one of these things. You know, you're dead. You're starting to rot in there. All the insects and everything's all trapped in there. It's all super hot, expediting the entire rotting process. You know. Oh, it's just covered in dead flies inside of there, man. Oh man, yeah. The bum is just maggots. Yeah, you gotta think of those things, man. You gotta think of those things when you're drawing this, right? Because potentially, hey, you could put that in there. Like I could go like, I could just show a bunch of like maggots in there, like stuffed, you know. Yeah, could happen. Be prepared to draw. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is very simple, very straightforward. Like, you know what you're kind of looking at right away, even though it is a rather not complex drawing, but you know, you got to sell it, right? It's a person that's rotting inside of an inflatable dinosaur suit or frog suit, you know? Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, it's got that flap. Yes, that's right. And yeah. That's right. And that tongue, too. That's so weird. Because there's a tongue. You know? Tongue-y. Yeah. All the teeth are all wacky now because they're all dirty and gross. And yeah, see, so there's some that are like the other way. Yeah. Adding to the whole zombie effect. By the way, speaking of zombie, oh my goodness, the third absolutely unexpected season of Primal is happening, and I'm like, what's this? And it's that spear guy, that the caveman guy from Primal as a zombie in this hellscape of, oh man, I saw like a bit of this trailer and I was like, what? No way! This is like, I've never seen anything that cool in years, decades. Yeah, oh my goodness, I can't wait for that, man. Wow. Yeah, check that out immediately. If you haven't, if you're not familiar with Primal, you gotta check that out, man. Like, that is some crazy, crazy stuff. Like, some of the best animated TV I've ever seen, man. Yeah. Yeah, it is absolutely awesome. And like, it hits you on every level, man. And it's super. Anyway, watch it, man. Watch that stuff. Primal, yeah, check it out. It'll prime you for this new thing that's coming out. Yeah. the guy from the guy who did Samurai Jack, and I'm not gonna say his name because I'm gonna embarrass myself. Oh yeah, it's a little vent. I noticed in one of the suits there's a vent, and I'm like, oh, they get vents, eh? So there we go. All right, I think that is pretty good. Now, of course, when I do the washes on it, a lot of this will be much dirtier. There'll be a lot of color changes in there, but I'm going to put the first wash right now, which is the gray. Gray! What's going on? How you guys doing tonight? Hope you're having a good week. Glad to be back. I missed doing this. I had to take a bit of a break though. I mean, more or less a forced break. I was at a out of town con. Of course, more on that in the video section if you want to check out the review of that. So yeah, you can see how that went. But yeah, I was there, and then recovery time, Thanksgiving. I almost did a live stream, an impromptu live stream Monday night, Thanksgiving night. But wow, I was so bushed like from the day before and everything. So yeah, I couldn't, guys. Understandable. I don't blame you there. I wouldn't want to travel that distance in our crazy weather either. We could still order prints from you on the website. Yeah. Yes, indeed, Christine. Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure. And yeah, you can order prints on my online store. I think that, I'm not sure if I have that link in the description below, but I'm going to put that in there if I don't. But yes, maggots and flies. Yes, maggots and flies. I'm going to write a little song about that, maggots and flies. So here we go with some gray washes. Give it that worn in look. Glad you could join me tonight, guys. Really glad to have you watching the broadcast, being part of the broadcast. Across the world, across the globe, in real time, watching me draw, and having some fun, doing some topics of the day, topical zombie art, inflatable dinosaurs and frogs, and maybe a unicorn. Maybe a unicorn is next. We'll see how people like these. And then maybe a unicorn is next. But yeah, I love these guys, man. They're so fun. And since like I said, since you see them in the news a lot, I just thought, hey, since I draw everything as zombies, why am I not doing these guys too? Why don't I do these guys? They're so fun. They always make me happy whenever I see them. They always make me smile, It's true, though. It's true, Or even laugh. It's true. Just thinking about them. It's true, though. Yeah, it's funny. Funny and true. So yeah, there'll be a lot more chocolate on here for sure. A lot of brownish blue, soil and whatever things on the bottom. Yeah, he's been dragging it around, man. Yeah, you gotta think of those things. You gotta think of those things. Yeah, and that, that's all white, and everything else is But is that? Yes, it is white, and that's white. But everything else is green. Yes. Okay. Guys, I hope you're having a great night. I'm so glad you could join me. Excuse me, that was rude. Wow, I really needed that, though. That was fantastic. Yes, I'm very glad, very, very glad that you could join me this evening and every time I do a live stream. If you've watched more than a few, there are many on there now. You could learn how to draw just from watching those. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Yeah, no, this is not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. Yeah, no, I have done, though, a lot of, like, top to bottom drawings. So you could theoretically, you know, learn to draw in that sense, with that style, you know. Going from, like, very simplistic sketches to build up, you know, on the same page, right? So, yeah, you know, you could theoretically learn how to draw from watching those. For sure, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not even going to sell myself short this time. That's true, you could. You could. And that's why that's kind of why I do it too, right? To help folks. And you know what the thing too is? This. And I don't know if a lot of artists do this. I don't know. I don't know what anyone does, right? I just kind of do my own thing and go. I think hopefully people will like it. But yeah. I don't know, man. I think, you know what? I got sidetracked. I was like, is that part white or is that green? Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. So, someone suggested. I think it was someone at what do you call it? Steel City NerdCon suggested that I watch the Big Les show. And I'm like, the Big Les show? And they said, yeah, you know, it'd be awesome if you did like a character from that show. I can't remember the name. But yeah, like the Big Les show. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm writing that down, man. So, just for fun today, I checked it out, man. And, oh my goodness, like almost immediately I was like, cracking up and doing, like, saying the lines from the show, you know. It had that much of an effect on me, man. I was like, this is awesome. I was like laughing my head off. So yeah, I was like, not even 2 episodes in. They're really short episodes. By the way they, yeah, I think they are like that. I think they're like super, like the way they cut them is, I think they're cutting them all in, like together, like rather than have people watch like 5-minute or whatever. I think they're even less than that, like little vignette shows. But you'll see anyway when you watch it, and it's super hilarious, man. I'm not gonna say anything about it. You just just watch the Big Les show. The Big Les show. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta see that. And I think, or I don't know if it's only on YouTube, but no, it's gotta be on a channel too. But anyway, on YouTube, it's like people, I guess, edit them all together. So yeah, but it might just be like a YouTube thing too, like that somebody did. I don't know. I watched like 2 episodes and I was cracking up, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back to this, you know. But I had to do stuff, so yeah. Yeah, the Big Les show is hilarious, man. So, I'm sorry, but whoever If you're watching, whoever suggested that to me, if you're watching, thank you so much for recommending that show, because it's hilarious. What's that, squeak chair? Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Okay. Lousy chair. I gotta get a new chair. I gotta get a new chair. Listen to that. Sounds like a horror movie. Chair that wouldn't die. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm gonna have to draw, or I'm gonna have to paint, or put a wash of the guy's jeans and stuff in there. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta do that. Alright, so that'll be another bit of a wash. But, no, I can't even do that. Okay. Well, that's fine. Old man talks to self. No, I can't really do anything else because it's too wet. So I'm going to go to the Dinosaur. The Dinosaur. The Dinosaur. The Dinosaur awakened. And he is really green. And he's got like he's just dark green. He's light green, dark green, and black. Black lines. Blackish lines. So I'm gonna make a green using different components like blue and yellow and a little bit of tube green, whatever, I don't know what it is, grass green or something. Stuff from the tube, tails from the tube. There, a little bit of white. A little bit of white in there. And I think a little bit more yellow. Because he's sort of light green. And then he's got darker green patches. So, there. And yeah. Oh, is this tongue green too? I don't know. I can't remember now. But, yeah. Maybe it's red. I'll make it red. That makes more sense. And his little back spikes are darker green. I just realized what I did here. I actually made the dinosaur legs like with the skin peeled back, but with the dinosaur bones underneath. Okay, that really doesn't make any sense, but it looks cool. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or, yeah, I'll just leave it and and not give it a second thought. Really, that doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Yeah, because how could the dinosaur bones be showing when there's a guy in there, man? Like, oh, fiddle-dee-dee. But that's the thing. That's the thing of this. It's you know, it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to make sense. You know, never asked you to make sense. So yeah. My one regret though is I couldn't really, I don't know why, but I got green on the teeth, and that, I don't know how I did that. Was I just sloppy, or was it wet there or something? And that's weird. That I didn't want. I think we're at a really good angle here. I think this really shows pretty much you guys what I'm doing. Such as it is. So yeah, I think I was saying earlier that I don't mind showing you guys like the full process, even when I botch stuff or go through like, oh, you know, I don't really like this, I'm going to change it, or or set it aside and you know, do another drawing on the back or erase the whole thing. And because sometimes it doesn't always work, you know, for me, where it's like just, oh yeah, I'm perfect every time, or I get it right every time. It's like, no, like I go through a lot of stuff where, you know, I have to either work it or really relax it and come back to it. And, you know, yeah, I don't have perfect aim, man, you know. So, yeah. And I don't mind showing you guys that. I don't, like, you know, because it's real, right? It's true, you know. Yeah, you can see the flubs and how the process really goes for something that, you know, you're kind of just making up on the fly, you know, and have no real idea of what you're going to do, but, you know, at least I know it's going to be a zombie something, but I don't know what, you know, for some of the things, right? So we'll do like a night where you know, I just come up with things with a theme out of the blue, you know, stuff like that. So that's really fun. Yeah, this dinosaur looks great too, I think. Blow up dinosaur. That is. Let's check the chat. Check the chat. I think my girls own more of your prints than I do now. Yeah, that could be true there, Christine. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was great seeing you guys so much this past weekend. I'm glad you guys it seemed like you guys were having a great time too. It was good to see you having a great time. Great to be in the Sioux, man. Very great to be in the Sioux and see friends and you know, fans and friends and you know, even con people and friends that you see, you know, at other cons that you do. Yeah. Unfortunately, I never really have time to talk to most people because, like, I'm often, if not always, alone. And I set up alone and I have to tear down alone, and I'm the only person at my booth for the whole day, so I don't like go to the washroom or anything, you know. So yeah, it's hard to you know, talk to a lot of people, but you know, mostly it's hello, goodbye, but it's good to see them. There's chances there's times we do kind of talk, have times to talk, but yeah, not often. But yeah, it's just great to, and it was great in the Sioux. The Sioux was fantastic this weekend, and you know, if you want to see more on that, check out my review of the con. Review of the con. Con. Yeah, check that out in the video section, and I think that was the most popular, that was the most watched in the least amount of time video I think I've ever done. So yeah, it's a hot tamale right now, man. Watch that video. It's a good one. It's a good one. I give it a good review. I give it a better review. He gave it a better review. Yeah, I've got a lot of con reviews on there. So if you guys want to check any of those out, I find sometimes it helps people sort of, you know, go, oh, you know what, that's a good con to go to, or oh, I should stay away from that con, or whatever. Mostly it's for the most part it's good, but yeah, man, I observe and report. I have no connection to any organizer. You know, I have friends that are organizers, but having nothing to do with, you know, friendship or anything like that. I'm utterly observe and report, and that's it. Like there's no bending of the knee to anyone's favor. You know, I can't do that. Like it's impossible for me to do that. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna really, you know, talk about what I see, and what people tell me firsthand. You know, like how they did, how they, like, you know, were there any problems, or, you know, anything like that. So yeah, other than that, it's very straightforward and even-handed. You know, what was I about to do? Oh yeah, you know what? That's still, even the extra I put on there was still wet. But okay. So the nice thing is, in between these guys, the dinosaurs and the frog, I still have this zombie mutant to do. Which, man, I think I posted the first one yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I posted the first mutant zombie from the live stream that we did way back. So that one finally hit Zombie Daily. Guys, if you haven't checked out Zombie Daily yet, that's where all the zombie art goes that I do, here and abroad and everywhere. You can see it there on Zombie Daily. The link is in the description below. Do it now. Get it. And you can check that out anytime. You may never leave, though. Because here's the thing. There's over 4,000 posts on that page. Meaning there's, 4,000 zombie drawings on there. Of all kinds. From every corner of pop culture and beyond. Yeah, check it out. It's a treat. It's a treat. It's a real treat. You can scroll forever, or and check out like things at random, or use the search bar, and locate things that you think like I haven't done, and it's like, oh, he did it, because they're all pretty much tagged, so there's a pretty good chance you'll find it if you go to Zombie Daily, part of my Patreon page. If you have the ways and means and you'd like to help support the Patreon page, I would be absolutely delighted. I do not do a paywall. I pretty much, there are things I could not show because I had to put it behind a paywall, but for the most part it's free to view, and it's up to you how much you would like to donate monthly, as little as $2 a month. Really goes a long way with me, and it's all to purchase art supplies. So that's the entirety of the Patreon. It's to help me get art supplies to make, to create more content for the page. So a nice little circle of life or undeath going on there. If you'd like to help support the page and you have the ways and means to do so, please do. And of course, it also goes to help, me do this as well. I think Zombie Daily on the Patreon and this channel are pretty much, intertwined or interconnected in terms of content. The content I create here goes onto that page. So, yeah. Hope you guys are digging the channel. Hope you guys are digging the art tonight. Doing some inking, doing some drawing, doing some washes. Going to be putting on a few more washes, but paint's still damp. So the alternative, in the meantime, do a couple of these mutant zombies that I have waiting in the wings, waiting to be completed with ink. And yeah, like, these are fun, man. I really like this. Like, looking at it on the screen and kind of looks even funnier. But yeah. Ah! He's all melting and simmering and, yeah, boiling. I can't wait to do those dinosaurs. I mean, the frog and the dinosaur. They're fun. They're fun. We have fun. We have fun. So yeah, doing this too is kind of a, you know, an exercise in you know, detail, getting the detail in there, and then letting the detail kind of help you put in the depth with the you know, the shadows and stuff from those details, right? So you can put in some thicker lines later, like I was kind of starting to do here, you know. And there's a bunch of different ways to do that. You can start off dark, and you can add detail after in the white areas or in the light areas, or you could go super detailed and then add your darks after to define more things and add like tons of mood shadow and things like that. But yeah, it's up to kind of you. And I know people actually interchange that too. Like I do. I do that as well. Like sometimes I'll do something with the black first, with all the black spotting first, and the thickest lines, and then add the thin lines after, or vice versa, where I do all the thin lines first, all that's super detailed, then add the dark lines after. You know. Yeah. I think that's right. Could have repeated that, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's funny when you're like I'm kind of concentrating and I'm talking at the same time, and I'm like, did that make sense? I hope so. Yeah, so he's got like growths and stuff, and weird like hanging flesh and all kinds of weird stuff. And even his pants are starting to mutate and like, yeah. They're developing a texture. Yeah. A weird texture, yeah. This thing sort of, yeah, because you know, the shoe leather too, right? Could be like easily corrupted because it was, you know, at one time it was flesh, right? Easily corrupted by the toxic, zombifying, mutating death virus. Yeah, man, and cold storage. I hope that movie, like. I hope that movie drops sooner than later. It's slated for like next year, but man, I really want to see that movie now. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it, but man, Cold Storage looks awesome. It's a zombie movie by the looks of it, but it looks like they use a lot of practical effects too, and it looks hilarious, man. I don't know if the trailer is kind of like what, you know, trying to figure out what the audience is for it, but I thought it was like really funny. And cool, like, you know, super gory, you know. Super gory. Yeah, he's already developing, like, lobster shell. No, it's too much. That's too much. Yeah, it's just a lot of mutated and warped flesh and all kinds of, like, you know, cysts and weird tubercles and things like that, you know. You gotta think of that stuff, right? Yeah. Even if you're not drawing it, that, like, even if you're not specifically drawing that right then and there, you're in that frame of mind where you're thinking of that, what that kind of texture is for those things, right? So, yeah, helps you, helps you realize it better in your art, in your Like, looks like there's like a rib cage down by his leg here, Is it? Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it just slipped down there. Maybe that's where it is now for a few moments, till it mutates into something else. Yeah. Yeah, like weird, like this thing's like spitting something out. Yeah. Like that movie Contagion. Yeah. Yeah, he's got these little... Yeah, but those were like the pineapples that blew up. Scientists are like, ah! Yeah, that's what's kind of good too, is doing the voice of the thing that you're drawing. Helps you get it right, man. It's true. I do it. Yeah, I've done it. I did it. I seen it. It's true, man. It's true though. I'll do the whole Godzilla thing. When I'm drawing them, Yeah. I don't want to do it too. I want to kind of do it out of tune or slower because I don't want to get dinged for like some kind of music thing. Imagine if it came down to that, like you can't even like hum it. Oh man, that is maybe that's here already. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing already. That's awful. Like, how do you even word something like that but not make it sound like pure evil? Even looking at it. Yeah, even watching a movie with the soundtrack is punishable. There. Yeah. That's a lot. Oh, I'm kind of going off the table there. That's a lot fleshier and bulkier and gnarlier. Yeah. Right? And that hand that's all like skeletal. Yeah, I love that. The rest of them is just a mess. You're a mess. There. Oh, coffee. Whoosh. People's coffee eyebrow. I don't know why I do that every time I drink coffee. Mysteries of life, I guess. So, let's see if Froggy here... Oh, he looks like he's pretty dry. Okay, I'm going to add some more things. What? Oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to add little things like the shirt possible color, but it's going to be like a tan almost because it's a white he's wearing a white shirt in there, and it's like he's rotting, right? So it's going to be brownish. Add some brown in there, almost a tan. Sorry guys, I'm a bit stuffed up. I've got a bit of obviously the voice is not tip top tonight. But yeah, it's quite a weekend, right? It's quite a weekend, and lots of talking, lots of talking loud. Yeah, so, and this is the fruits and the results of the happening. My voice is not, yeah, not tip-top. Far from tip. Pretty close to top, but not top enough. Awful, awful. Not quite awful, but there. Oh yeah, and I can do kind of that too. Even if I go over the shirt brown and anything in there, it should be okay. There we go. Oh yeah, there should be like, yeah, there. Oh yeah, and a blue tie. Blue tie. Blue tie sauce. Blue tie. I'm going to add a bit of white in there. Bit of white in there to make it a little lighter. But there's gray in there too, so, which is good. Which is always good. Yeah, I thought this tie thing, I'm looking at the drawing or the photo of it, and I'm like, oh, I thought the tie was part of the costume, but it looks like it actually is tied on there. So I thought it was like painted onto the costume at first, the way I saw it in the thumbnail. Then I'm like, oh, okay, it's an actual tie. So I could now, I think I would have put rips and tears in it anyway, even if it was painted on there, just to add to the, like, you know, the zombification of it. So, but yeah, it actually now makes a wee bit more sense. Not that it needs to, but it does. Not that it needs to, but it does. There. Yeah, way better all ripped up and stuff. And then I'm gonna do, oh yeah, what about me? What about Raven? Is there any blue here? Is there any blue here? Yeah, there. You know what? I will put it there. Even though there's going to be a lot more brown in there. There. A little bit more blue. Or blue. Under the tail. Under the tail. Hope you guys are having a great night. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. That would be so very awesome of you. To all of those who have subscribed recently, I cannot thank you enough. I was blown away with the new numbers when I got back into town, when I blew back into town, and I was shocked today. So thank you all so much for subscribing. To have your support and your interest mean everything to me, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. Obviously, I think you could tell. So thank you so much, and it really does help me reach a higher echelon of perhaps being able to be in front of more people and show my work to more people and things like that. So that means everything to me, guys. So thank you so much for all of that goodwill. It's wonderful, and I hope you enjoy the live streams, the videos too. Yeah. So I'm gonna check these chat I just realized I forgot a print. Natural Born Killers. Oh, I wanted it. Yeah, I had a Natural Born Killers replica sort of movie. Like this. Yeah, well, you guys saw it probably on the live stream. The Natural Born Killers poster, but a zombie version of it. I watched Return of the Living Dead 3 when we got home after Steel City NerdCon. Such a great movie. Yeah, had to break in the screen. He had to break in the screen to breathe. Yeah. Return of the Living Dead 3. Yeah, we were talking, Christine and I were talking about that man, what, you know, unless I say the whole name, I always forget it. Steel City NerdCon. Yeah. I don't know why I space on the name like it's crazy. But anyway. So yes, talking about that movie, what a great movie. What a fantastic. I didn't like 2 as much, but I loved 3. I thought 3 was great. And yeah, we're reminiscent about that film. Yeah. Gotta watch that again. So there is the pretty much, I think, almost finished, unless not finished, but finished the wash of the dinosaur. I'm gonna add that because I don't think there's any. I don't think it's wet there. No. So I'm gonna add that red tongue. But I like the colors that mixed on their own. I really love that. The colors that mixed on their own. That, you know, that is true. Like, that's the great beauty of watercolor. The way it interacts with other colors and the mix, like you being able to mix it on the page. Like, that's wonderful. And you have to, and you know what? You have to let it go. I mean, you can control it. But if you want those kind of cool effects and stuff, you have to kind of know where to put it a little bit. But like, you let them go, man, and let them do their thing. And you know, sometimes different brands of paint, when used like together, really create these weird effects. And I don't know what those are right off the top of my head, because I didn't like sort of write down the data of that. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna try to figure out what paints do that and let you guys know. So it's awesome too, like, because some brands, when they intermingle, create these really cool effects. So I want to try to share that with you if I can. Unfortunately, I don't know which ones, like I said right now off the top of my head, but yeah. You get some cool effects. So mixing on the page is a great thing that watercolor affords us to do, and create those really cool. And sometimes I even actually use those weird lines that it creates to create detail with it. And yeah, the results have been really great with that too. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with watercolor, and you sometimes have to kind of lean right into it, and just do a lot of practice stuff, like see how it works. You might have to burn through some paper, but that's all part of the learning process, right? But it's so fun to learn. I think that's the only way I can learn, is actually by doing stuff. I'm not a book guy, you know what I mean? Not a book guy. Not book smart. I ain't book smarts. Yeah, I like that zombie head in there. Gah. But the look on his face, the look on his face, the frog's face is hilarious. Yeah, and I think I'm going to go with yellow. Yellow. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, sirty, sir. That's why I can never be in the army. Guy's got no respect. The look on, and then and the eyes are kind of, distant. Permanently distant. Then I'm gonna add some red right on top of that, and I'm using marker, like marker, because again, like I can add other constituents to this after, but essentially these colors that they're using on the costumes are kind of more artificial and bright, so that's why I'm switching to this instead of using watercolor. So makes it seem more artificial and bright, when you use marker this way, just straight up. So yeah, kind of like again, doing the trim of his shoes, and then I'm gonna add, obviously add dirt and stuff on top of that. So it's not gonna be super pure, but kinda. But on the other hand, bullet holes and other like bite holes and things like that, they will have an ample supply of red viscous fluid, as they say in wrestling. It's a red viscous fluid. Don't you mean blood? No. There's some nice red viscous fluid. I'll probably he'll be the zombie in the costume is the one that's eating people and oh my god, that's just hilarious. This is you think it's this cute little inflatable costume guy, and he just turns around and takes a bite out of you. That's great. Okay, so yes, he has already had claimed a victim or two or whatever. Doesn't really, it doesn't look like there's that much, but blood or whatever. But that could change. That arranged can be. Put some under his chin there. Yeah, like he was eating. He ate something too. He ate people too. Inflatable frogs can eat people too, Yeah, he's got some blood around his lips too. His frog lips. Frog lips. Frogpocalypse now. Yeah, there. That's great. This is fun. You know what? This is so fun because I love these inflatable guys. I love these inflatable guys. These inflatable costumes, man. I think they're a riot, man. I think they're a riot. Yeah, and they always make me laugh. They always elicit a humorous response. It's true, though. Yeah. Just trying to get out of there. I think I'll do the same thing with blood and red viscous fluid. I mean, blood. Guys, I hope you're having a great evening. Hope you're having a great week. I will be at the Hanmer Valley Shopping Center. This weekend, Saturday. yes, check out the site, the website for that, the Hanover Valley Shopping Center. If you're nearby, I will be there with some brand new items of interest, of course, and other pleasantries and things. So yes, please come by, say hi. It is one of the last shows that I am going to be doing this year. So if you'd like to catch me while you can, I will be a captive audience to your charms this weekend. So hit me up, because yes, it is one of the. I just thought, you know what? I just thought of that right now. It's going to be one of the last ones that I do. There's not very many left. I think I've got two. Cons left this year after this weekend, and that's it. I think. Yeah. So please hit me up if you see me there. Come or if you make a point to come see me there, that would be awesome. Pick up some Zombie Handbook makes a great Christmas present. And it also could save your life. I'm not going to lie to you. It could save your life, man. Yeah. Buy my book. It could save your life. Hey, you never know. It could. It just might. Yeah. But I will have the Zombie Handbook present. And many wonderful art prints. I just got printed a new batch of new Dinosaurs zombies. Man, those have been flying off the shelves like crazy. I don't know what, like, it almost feels like the Jurassic Park thing is like kind of over with. So I don't know what the new why folks are so interested in the zombie dinosaurs, but they are, and I love that because I love doing them. You know. And there, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you have zombie dinosaurs?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And next thing you know, it's the freak out of like, "Wow!" And people picking their favorite dinosaurs and then just going and getting more and more. And I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome, man! I love that." The fact that people are getting that because they've always wanted it, but no one has got zombie dinosaurs sitting around, and that many too. So it's great to see, and that was kind of one of those things where I'm like, I love dinosaurs. Why wouldn't I zombify them? And I love doing that. So I love that other people love that. Again, it's kind of communicating. It's friendship too. We like the same things. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm revitalized. Let's go. Got a bit of coffee. I've got a little bit more caffeine in me. That's great. Yeah, I'm a little stuffed up for sure. You can tell, eh? Yeah. But hey, man, we're getting good progress done on the dinosaur, on the inflatable costumes. Inflatable costumes. It's the costumes. Get some more tan-ish brown in there. Sorry guys, literally that is pretty much my voice right now. It's awful. Yes, adding some more brown. Yes, more brown in there. Again you know what? And gray. Some gray. Yeah, I've got some sort of a sinus stuffed up in this. Well. Oh well. Show must go on. it's starting to look good. It's starting to look lived in. You know, it's some of that red going in there. Yeah. Right? Does that look great? Like right away, it kind of gives it another, like it gives it a big splash because again, it's the warm of the red against the cool of the, you know, green, blue, you know, brown, gray type of thing. So yeah, it's going to stand out a lot and be very vibrant. Vibrant? Vibrant, eh? Yes. There. Okay. Yeah, the dinosaur's bleeding up here. but there's a guy in there. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's art, man. It's art. It's art, yo. Yeah, don't have to make sense. Yeah. Well, you know what? I even put a little bit of like zombification in the costume. You know, for fun, just for fun, right? Just for fun. We have fun. Yeah, so, because, you know, again, it's like, these are just really fun, sort of like, not throwaway, I hate saying that, but, you know, kind of like, it's content for Zombie Daily, and it's like, you know, new zombie art, right, that I haven't done before, so, man, sign me up, right? So, yes. And plus, I see them everywhere on the news, on the news or wherever. Like in thumbnails on YouTube and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just find them cute and funny. Apparently there's going to be a trillion of that no kings or whatever rallies or whatnot. Yeah, so, oh man, I think I gotta tune into that just for that. I'll be laughing my head off. Yeah. I just find them so fun. Anyway, anywho. You had to break. Oh yeah, you had to break the screen to breathe. Thanks so much for watching, Christine. Again, it was great. It was great seeing you and your kids and your girls this past weekend. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone for watching. I hope you've subscribed. That would be awesome. Very awesome too. I cannot believe how immense to me anyway. The subscriptions have risen in amount as of late. Not the most eloquent way to say that, but still, nonetheless, very happy to see that. Means that you guys are, hopefully digging the content and wanting, some more. And I'm down with that, man. I'm really down with that. I really, I missed you guys too, man. Like this is the longest I've gone, I think, since I started doing live streams. That I've been, I've had to be away. Had to be out of town for a 2-day con, and I just got back and then was out of town again for a day. So again, just got back from that today. Like this afternoon, so I was back from out of town again. I was like, I gotta do a live stream tonight for y'all, and I wanted to, of course, too, because it's been a while. It's been a few days. Been a few days. That's an eternity. No, I just thought, man, it seems like a long time. Seems like a long time. Here we are, guys. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, I wasn't gone too long, but still, glad to be back, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying some of the content, and hopefully you've been enjoying some of the weather we've been having as well. Yeah, the weather we've been having is great for October. Hope I'm not jinxing anything by saying that, but and yeah, I mean that too is why I don't do many cons like into the winter, like into December and stuff like that, because driving conditions. I don't want to put anyone, including myself, at risk, in jeopardy of any sort of increased vehicular activity, right? So in dangerous conditions. So yeah. Yeah, nothing's worth that to me. That's the most important thing. Safety first. It's true. It's true. But it is true. But it is true. And I'm gonna now use some red and brown for this part. I think this. Yeah, I like that thickness, and again a little bit here too, because again very filthy, grimy, dirty, ripped, all of that. So add some more, and that's on top of marker, as you just saw. I used the brown marker. So yeah, I mix things often, and I mean I'm sure you guys do too. If not, feel free to do that. You can mix different mediums and things like that. At whatever suits you, man. Like whatever suits you. Whatever works best for you. Yeah. There's no set rules that you have to use any one thing. So mix it up. Mix it up. Besides, it's a gateway drug to get to those things by themselves, eventually, if you want to. Or you could create a different type of art, that not a lot of people do, that has a very unique look, right? So, yeah. And in some ways, I kind of consider the art that I do like that, because a lot of times people don't know how it's kind of made. And, I kind of like that it's kind of a mystery too, so yeah, anyway, that's kind of interesting. I put another faint bit of dirt film on the costume. Make it dirtier. Get audio. There. And you know what? Mixing it up in there too. That green base is there, and you're just adding a layer to it that is filth, basically. And not really muddying up the green too much, but just adding that layer of filth and, grime and whatever on top of it, And it adds sort of a gradation in intensity, tone, and color, when you kind of do that too. And now I'm going to augment that a little bit with blue, so it makes it look like that underneath is rounded more, color. That's a color theory, joint right there for you. Having that cooler color underneath, will help it recede and look rounder on the bottom, and then you put a warmer color maybe on top of that belly, and make it look like it's coming out at you. So because it's a warmer color, right? That's what that does. And put some more dirt on his face and stuff. Up in there, up in his eye areas. Dirty it up there. Yeah, because, you know, it's not his real eyes, right? So you can put the dirt right on top of his eyes because they're just sort of there. Now remember, I used marker on top, like I used marker for the eyes. But now I'm adding that paint on top, that pigment on top to muddy it up and make it look like there's dirt on top of it, you know. So there, and again, you know what? That's one of the beauties of originals. When you have an original piece of art in your hand, it is so much different in a good way. Like you can actually see where the ink lines go, and it almost looks more three-dimensional when you hold it in your hand. So yeah, I really do implore folks to buy original art from artists before it is all gone, and there's no need for it to be created anymore, because that will be the downfall of mankind. And anyone who you know owns original art, I have a feeling that will be very you know investment worthy. So yeah, I do think you know, if you have the ways and means to do so, buy original art. And you know, from accredited, you know, well-known artists, of course, you know, more so in the sense, you know, for investment purposes and whatnot. You know, having a known artist versus an unknown artist, that's just the simple fact of it. Until eventually, yeah, all the unknown artists will become known artists, and they will dry up as well. So, you know, whichever feeding frenzy you want to get involved in, if you want to go way ahead of the curve, you know, problem with that is, like, you want that artist to have some sort of stature if you're doing it for investment purposes. I know that sounds awful, but that's just life. I mean, you know, that's how people invest in things. So knowledge is power. There's knowledge, right? So, yeah. But I do think art will be, again, very scarce. You know, like traditional art, like done traditionally. You know, where you could hold it in your hand and, you know, it's an actual drawing or painting of something, you know. So yeah, I think that's gonna die out, and that will be sad. But I have a feeling it's inevitable with technology and greed and all that stuff, all that wonderful stuff, you know. Can't we get someone else to do it? AI, where are you? Right here. I'll do the job for nothing. And it will be thrice as crappy and soulless. Thanks, AI. Blink. So there we go. With some, I like the fact that he's almost got like just the front teeth are showing more. Yeah, he's like, doo! Yeah. I just love these guys. I love these guys so much. Yeah. Oh my goodness, the dinosaur is still damp there. Okay, well, you know what? I can probably start at least inking some of his heed. Yeah. Can't I? Canto? I think I can. We'll see. We'll see if it'll let me. It is kind of damp, but I don't think this pen is top notch either, so maybe this one? No, I don't think so. No. This one? Please, Doc. Is it this one? No, no, Doc. Not this one. Oh, man. Oh, man. There. Yeah, he had like black. He had a black sort of around the eyes type of thing. And you know what? I'm not going to go like crazy with the texture because I want to make it seem like it's still a blow up costume, right? So I'm not going to like go like, oh, I'm going to use dinosaur texture and stuff. No, that's for dinosaurs. This is a blow up thing. So it's a wee, the texture is a bit different. You know, it's like blown up plastic, right? So yeah, I think this is a great pen, but I think it's too damp. Yeah, I think it's too damp still. Let me see if I use that really good 3. Okay, here he is. Okay, here it is. Yeah, that works not bad. Yeah, maybe I'll use him. And he's got a missing tooth. Yeah, I'm going to have to whiten those, well, do something with those teeth because they were, had green on them. And that was not good. Yeah, it is a little damp, but, and you guys can see this, right? Yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, the teeth have to be, I have to take the green out, and I think I'm going to just add more like yellow or brown or something, because that should do it. And that's what I would want for the teeth anyway, like a yellowish brown or something, or like a tan or whatever, or that sand color, you know. Yeah, I like that sand color, it works really well. That marker. Those markers that they have, I think it's at the dollar store or Staples, but they have like it's these markers here. What are they called? They don't even have a name on them. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, these guys are good. I like them. And I think they're dollar store or something. Or they're very cheap, or they're very inexpensive rather. I hate saying that word cheap. It's not cheap. It's just inexpensive or affordable, you know. But yeah, they're actually great. They're by no means cheap, you know. Yeah. They have some nice coverage. They have some nice color coverage, you know. They're really juicy. I don't know how long they last, but yet. Haven't figured that out yet, really. But they work great. I like them. And again, when I say I like stuff, it's because it works for me, you know. You might not find it works for you as well, or you might find it even works better, or you might find better things. But I always experiment. My thing that I do a lot is you know, go to art supply stores and buy a bunch of different pens, black pens like these, you know, and check them out, see how they work for you, you know, do drawings that require pen work, and see how they work with those drawings, you know. Yeah. Like don't, you know, do any serious things. Do things that are fun, like, you know, sketching and stuff, and see how they flow and how you like them and how they work on that surface, you know, things of that nature, right? And then if you like them, get more, use more. Yeah, so I was like experimenting and stuff, and Zombie Daily is great for me to test out art supplies, and that's why like my Patreon page is basically just me going, support it for me to buy more art supplies that I can test out and show you guys how they work, basically, and show you tips and tricks while I do that with that pen, you know, or with that new art supply or that new thing. And, you know, you can see me kind of do that and test things out, you know. So I'm always drawing I'm always drawing. Yeah. So you can bet I'm going to be using some sort of pen, you know. So yeah, here we go with some nice inks on this dinosaur blow-up costume, which I love. I find these things hilarious. They're the best. Yeah, they're so funny. I'm just thinking of them running, walking around, and I'm laughing. You know, it's my happy place. These blow-up costume guys. Yeah. They're so like clumsy and bouncy and like I just find them hilarious, man. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay, so it is still really damp. It's damp down there. It's damp down there for real though. It's damp down there. Oh, that's so good. I'm down here. Brown noise. Slow it down. I'm down here. Oh yeah. Philip Gandy, hello! Hello! I often think of Philip Gandy delivering that line with like Uncle Leo from Seinfeld. Hello! Hey Philip, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm gonna get back to my regular speed. There we go. And we're back. And we're back to drawing. Inflatable costume zombies. Frog and dinosaur. Frog and a dinosaur. Yeah. Inflatable costume zombies. So there we go. That's all you need to know. That is the long and short of what we're doing here tonight. It's it's drawing zombies, and the theme is blow up costumes. And we're all over the map here with reality because I've got a guy in the suit, arm there, face there, but yet the zombies, the dinosaurs' bones are showing through through the rips. So that makes no sense, which is how I like it. And plus, the suit is still inflated, even though there's holes everywhere. More reality for you. See, at least I know that I'm not doing I'm screwing with reality here, and I'm not like trying to just have you guys buy it like that wholesale. You know, I'm aware that I'm doing that. You know what I mean? Where like I watch some modern movies and I'm like, how could they not think of that plot hole? Like, how could they think that we would not remember that? You know, and it just blows my mind. You know, so at least I know I'm being honest about like really messing with reality with these guys. They're really just fun. You know, they're really just for fun. These drawings. They're not going to be part of the zombie dinosaur series or the zombie animal series. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Especially with a guy in there rotting. Yeah, you can just imagine what that's like. In that hot suit with the decomposition accelerated inside of the confines of this plastic suits, and then the insects, you know, continuing to you know, enter, live, and then die like probably within the heat of the suit itself. You know, so you got all these dead insects in there too, festering in the bottom of it. You know, gotta think of these things, man. Gotta think of these things when you're drawing the zombies, man. Have you got the guts? Take my 3-week course on drawing zombies and become a man. Oh my goodness. Zombie boot camp. Rob won't be joining us today. Yeah, Rob won't be joining us today, that's for sure. Zombie boot camp. Zombie art boot camp. Yeah. Got what it takes. Are you a man? There. That's great. That looks good. I think it sells. I think it sells. Like, it sells the concept, right? You know, that's the thing. It looks like an inflatable. It looks like an inflatable dinosaur, you know. So, mission accomplished. There. Murdoch, I'm coming for you. Randabo. Yeah, I did a pretty rad Rambo First Blood movie poster, zombified movie poster thing that I think I will have available this weekend. If you guys want to check that out. It's a zombified... And I did that a long time ago, but I don't think I had it as a print ever. Or maybe I did, but I can't remember now. But anyway, I've got a couple of those prints of that movie poster and a couple other movie poster, like zombified movie poster prints. So if you guys are interested in those, I believe I will have those at the Hanmer Valley Shopping Center this weekend for their Halloween event. Yeah, which I'm mega looking forward to, man. And I will likely do another, con review the following week. Monday, I believe I usually do them. Yeah, so hope you, if you're in the area, you want to come by and see me draw things in even more high realism clarity. It's beyond 4K. It's 3D. I will be there. So hope to see you out there. Such a great place, such a great venue. I love it. I love it. And yeah, I always have a great time there too. Oh my goodness, yeah. So hope you guys can make it out if you're in the area. That'd be awesome. If not, I'm glad you're watching tonight, and you can tune in and watch me do live streams almost every other day. I really do try to do as much new content as I can. However, right now, as you can see, as you've experienced, I'm really busy doing cons and stuff, and kind of need to recover from doing stuff on a day-to-day basis. So I had to. I think it was when was my last live stream? I think Thursday of last week. So that was like, it's not that long ago, but yeah, I try to do them consistently, every other day if I can. So if you guys want to stop in and check those out, feel free to do that and subscribe to the channel while you're at that, and see more content, see more awesome zombie drawn content. You never know what that zombie guy is going to do next. And neither do I most of the time. So yeah. This literally, this was last minute. Okay, so we were talking about, I was talking to a friend about these today, and we were just laughing at them and, you know, talking about how funny and cute and dumb and whatever they are, and I was like, you know what, I should do those as zombies for the next live stream, and they said yeah, so I was like, okay, doing it tonight. So yeah, that was like last minute in terms of today, but yeah, man, I thought, yeah, what a great subject, and pretty topical too, because like I said, I see them in the news all the time now, you know, and stuff, and there's gonna be like, I think the news thing was like there was gonna be a bunch of them at that No Kings march or something this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh my head off watching them like march down the street, man. Because I just love them. I find them so funny. It's true. It's true. Now I used a bunch of cross-hatching there, as you can see, to see in there, to kind of fill that area, rather than like using black, but you know, I might darken that a little bit more, and use some nice loose ones, loose hatching in there too. Yeah, it doesn't add too much texture because it's not detail. It's just what do you call it? Tone. So it's a shape, like a shadow. So it's, you know, not showing much of a texture on that costume, because I want to avoid that. I don't want to actually put like dinosaur scales on them, because I think that would be overkill in the reality department. So you know, and yeah, and you know what? Putting too much detail on him, I think takes away from the fact that he is like an inflatable costume. So yeah, like having that dinosaur texture wouldn't work, you know. So I'm going to avoid that, and that's why I'm using cross hatching in a nice sort of flat way to indicate depth and shadow. Yeah. So again, you know, you kind of pick up these things. That's what you kind of do, you know, when you draw, when you illustrate. Those things always work for what they're supposed to do, right? So you utilize those, you pick up those kind of skills, you know, and then you apply them to each drawing. Apply them to each drawing. My chair, it has a mind of its own. So there, I like that kind of jaw coming out a little bit more with the zombie head, the zombie skull. Guy in the suit. Yeah, so there's that. Just gonna get back to chat for a moment. Okay, all right. Check the chat. There. So that dinosaur is coming along quite nicely. I like him. I should adore him. Quite nicely. There. And I'm going to add a little bit more tone, a darker tone in there and in here. And again, try to do it so that it's not texture but flat tone. Flat tone. Fat Tony? Perhaps we should meet and greet this individual. There. And those teeth are real, in the sense that they are like, I guess, plastic sort of, you know, triangles. But they are real teeth. So that's why it's kind of fun to have, you know, them all like bent and out of shape and everything, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And it looks like he is eating something too, even though he's just an inflatable costume, but somehow he was able to eat someone or bite into someone. There's blood around his mouth. We don't know what happened. Just blood around his mouth, so we don't know what happened there. Had a little bit of tone and a wee bit of texture almost, like just something to differentiate those back spikes from the skin, from the surface, but I guess skin, but of the dinosaur, of the inflatable dinosaur. As we go along, adding things, adding details on the tail, putting some, I kind of like the fingernails. He's rotting, but he's not completely skeletal yet. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's more like of the EC type of zombie, very, very gory, like the skin is like falling off, and you can see all the muscle texture and stuff like that. So yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff, that EC style sort of, or that William Stout. Oh, and by the way, I heard that Drew Struzman passed away today. Drew Struzman, I mentioned him in other live streams. He was, I think, famous. Well, he was famous for doing movie posters, doing like painted movie posters back when that was a thing. Like he was the guy, man. Like I think he did Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars, like Goonies, like all of those giant blockbuster movie posters were like Drew Struzman. And he was amazing. He had such an incredible style. I think I have a Raiders of the Lost Ark poster I've got to put up. I don't have anything up in my house. I don't have my own art up in my house. So yeah, I got to put some stuff up, man, one day. But yeah, Drew Struzman, R.I.P. What an amazing artist! Literally a pioneer for movie poster art. He set standards, man, for the art of movie posters, and did such an incredible job on some of the most iconic movie posters on Earth. So yeah, that's too bad. And again, that's why I sort of implore people to buy original art, man. Like these artists and the art that they do are not going to last forever. And it will become a very, very precious thing, to have original art, at some point very soon. I feel that that's going to happen very soon, or much sooner than you'd expect, and by that time it's going to kind of be too late, so people who bought it all up. You don't want to be left behind. Yeah. And it's like traditional art from well-known or well-established artists. That's not around. That's not going to be around forever, right? So, yeah, get it while you can. You have the ways and means to do so, because I do believe it'll be very rare soon. And there we go. I really like this. I think I like it the most because it sells very well. Like you can tell what it is right away, and then you can look at it and enjoy it for the whole zombie aspect of it. But to see it like upon first glimpse, it's like, oh. it's an inflatable dinosaur costume, you know. But when you look closer, there's some nice little gory bits, like zombies coming out of it, and then, you know, it itself has a bit of a zombie feel to him too. You know, with the teeth all like ruined, all bent up, and all that, and the costume being all filthy and, you know, have holes in it, but still somehow be inflated. I'll figure out the details. Yeah. You just draw it. I'll figure out the details. Yeah. Drawing zombies the Marvel way. Yeah. You draw it, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to write it. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm going to use some of this. Since it's flowing nicely now. Wasn't doing that before. You know what? I think I am going to put a tooth there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks better. I was going to have one missing, but I don't think there's enough to pull it off. I don't think there's enough teeth there to pull it off as one missing. It just looks like I didn't put one where I should have, rather than missing. So, yeah. I think I should put one there. So, yeah, I think it looks better right away putting that tooth there. So, yeah. But you know what? I'm going to do... where is my white? White. Oh, here we go. This guy. There. So, it like they do have a kind of a shine to them, right? They have a shine to them. They got a shine to them. So, putting in that white sort of highlight in there. In some cases, not very prominent, but in other areas, you know, yeah, like right there, you know, you don't really see it that much, but it's there, and even on that, and I'm going right over some of that cross hatching too, so it actually sells better that it's a highlight on top of everything, right? So yeah, and then on the dinosaur knees, somehow there's dinosaur knees, but there's a guy in there. I'll figure out the details. You just draw it. Yeah. We don't know how it happened, but there's dinosaur bones inside of a costume that a guy inhabits. That is inflatable and somehow has holes in it. There's a lot of things going on here that we don't understand. But you know, when you look at this, you don't have any questions. You go, oh, it's a zombie guy inside of an inflatable dinosaur costume. That's all. You know, you don't need to overthink it. There. And, what's that creaky chair? Yes, you're right. You should make more noise. Yes. Yeah. More brownier on the bottom here. So I can kind of draw, you know, I can actually put in all that detail I want to do. No, just drawing more like, you know, clumps of dirt on them and stuff. You know, and yeah, it's all ripped up. Yeah, man, I do enjoy this dinosaur guy. Put a bit more yellow in there. There, maybe even in the zombie's eyes. And then what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna add a bit more bright red there because, yeah, the blood I think needs to be a little more intense, and it'll still be dull enough with the underneath, because I don't want it to be like, you know, super pronounced, but at the same time I want it to jump off that green gray surface a lot more. but I don't want it to look artificial at the same time. So there's a lot of like residual what do you call it, pigment, watercolor pigment underneath, and other things like the gray wash and all that stuff from earlier. So, you know, but yeah, I'm adding little flourishes of red here for various things. Like, yeah, he's got a bullet wound in his tail and somehow it's bleeding. So how does that happen? It doesn't make sense. You just look at it. Don't ask questions. Just consume it. No, this is just, like I said, it's just a fun drawing, and I'm like, yeah, I see these guys all the time, and they make me laugh. So they're so fun and funny, and they're kind of topical right now too. So you know that's kind of funny too. So that's how I got the idea to do it. I was talking to a friend about it. We were watching them dance around, and I was like laughing my head off, saying that yeah, I should do those as zombies next on the podcast, on the live stream. So here we are. The origin story of that is now told. You know what? I'm gonna see. There's no way I do, but I'm gonna see if I have any new. No, I think I looked already. Gotta get some white. White out. Oh, is this a no? Oh, damn it! I knew it. Oh yeah, those are all the old ones. I gotta get a new whiteout pen or new whiteout pens, and now I'm afraid that they don't make them anymore. And I'm like, oh man, what if I can't find them? Because they are the best, Jerry. No, they are. Like, they're the best for highlights. I think they're the most, like, opaque. Like, like, you can't see through them at all. Oh, that's nice. You can't see through them at all. You know? And they come out nice and thick and round and all that stuff. So, thick and round. Yeah, I definitely, man, do I ever need those. Yeah. So, in the meantime, and thank goodness, I bought a ton of these dollar store pens. Oh, it's $1.50. Oh, I'm sorry. These dollar store pens, brush pens, because I can't find them anymore. Like I don't, and it's Studio, so at least I know the brand name if I need to order them. But they're awesome. They're awesome, and they're $1.50, and they're great. The ink is fantastic. The ink is fantastic, but it's true. I don't know what I got to do with this. Do I got to do anything? Do I got to start drawing with it? I can't remember now. It's been so long since I used that. Oh, there's Spidey 2099. We did I think this was the very last episode that we did. And here's Spider-Man 2099, and you can actually see me do Spider-Man 2099 in the last live stream, if you want to check that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this on there, and yeah, it's not bad, but you know, I think it could be better. Anyway, there, and yeah, see, it's not dark. It's not dark enough. It's not intense enough. As a highlight, I find like that the Bic ones are the best. And these Studio, oh, this is Studio too. I guess this is the dollar store brand, Studio. But I don't mind it, man. They make some pretty good products. You know? Yeah. I think they're pretty good products. They work. I mean, you know, you you can tell what that is. You know? Yeah, the pens I'm using. Well, these Stadlers are basically, you go to Staples, they have them. I think that's their big brand that they push most, and they're great. Like, I love Stadler pens, man. I use them the most, you know, and they're affordable too, and they're great. Like, they're really good pens, you know. I wish they lasted longer, just like everything else, because when they're like new, they're like so beautiful and smooth, you know. But yeah, like every pen, they do not last forever, man. And yeah, I kind of wish they did, you know. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, my white pen again. My white pen again. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. A little bit of there. And where is it gonna go? Here? Here? Yeah. There, a little bit. A little bit there. Maybe a wee there, yeah. Yeah, because of the blood. Yeah, because of the blood. There. Yeah. And where? That? Maybe there. Oh, the tongue gooey. The tongue. Yes, there. Yeah, because that tongue is actually kind of blows up too, like thump, thump. So yeah. So there we go. What do you think? What do you think of that? There's our first, and the frog is not far behind. I think this is pretty much done, guys. So we got another drawing done for Zombie Daily today. Right now, I will get the other one done, and we'll have two done. We'll get the frog one done. There we go. That's awesome. I really like this one. I really like how it turned out. I probably have to augment this a wee bit in Photoshop because, you know, when it scans, it doesn't. It's not as intense. It's just different. Like it looks different. So I have to kind of fix the levels and stuff so it looks like it's like the scanning kind of dulls it a bit, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Often these highlights don't show up as brightly or as brilliantly. And again, that's another thing about owning the originals. Like it's so different, you know. It's so much better. It literally looks three-dimensional when, you know, in your hands when you're looking at the art, and it almost has a three-dimensional feel to it, you know. So this one I'm going to use again. This nice bright new Sharpie, and you're probably going, oh, he draws with a Sharpie? He calls himself a professional? Well, for all intensive purposes, I am doing this as a fun drawing and something that will be on Zombie Daily as really just fun content. So yeah, I'm using Sharpie for this. And it's fine. Sharpies work good for what they do. You know? Yeah, they provide a nice, thick, you know, consistent, smooth line. And, you know, that's great. That's great. So any marker or pen or anything that can do that is good in my books. And then I'm going to put in some, you know, some more distinguishing details in later with a smaller, probably a tighter pen, like a smaller nibbed pen, tipped pen. You know, put in some nice details in the grime and stuff, and the zombie face itself in there. What's that squeaky chair? You want to make some more noise? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wow. I don't even have to move and the chair makes noise. Yeah. What's that? Cherigold? There There we go. I like that hand. That's a great hand. Just to sort of yeah. Oh. Yes. There. Oh yeah. I gotta do those eyes. Those googly eyes. It's him. It's him. I know it's him. He's got the same furry beard. The same googly eyes. There. I just find these guys so funny, man. They look so funny. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna check the chat, just in case. Okay, good. There. All right, squeaky chair. Time for me to readjust. There. Now keep squeaking, man. Have some more coffee though. Yeah, we're almost done. Almost done. The frog. Quiet frog. Oh yeah, it's good. All right. Frog on a mission. Yeah. Arm of the zombie. Yeah. Yeah, I love these guys. I think they're so funny. His tie's all ripped. Yeah, it's a real tie, too. I thought it was part of the costume at first. In the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh, it's actually a plastic tie, I guess? I don't know. Looks kind of funny. But yeah, I just find these guys hilarious. There. They always make me smile. They always make me smile. So guys, I would love if you checked out Zombie Daily once in a while. You guys never call me. If you can check out Zombie Daily once in a while and let that brighten your life too, seeing some of the most abundant and diverse amounts of zombie art on planet Earth, all done by yours truly, Rob Succhetto. That's me. Drawer of more zombies than anyone on Earth, and lover of all things pop culture, and inventor of the zombie portrait, writer and artist behind the Zombie Handbook, and adventurer. Yes, writer and artist of the graphic novel and comic Cape Fear, Power Struggle, and I am currently working on the sequel to that, which I really do plan on working on for you guys in live streams to come. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that again. Doing comics again for you guys on the live stream. That should be coming up soon as well. So, yeah. For those of you who want to see me do comics, I'm going to be doing those. Working on Cape Fear, the second graphic novel, follow-up to Power Struggle. And, wow, it's a lot of work, but looking forward to taking on that challenge, man. So we're doing it. I've got a few. There's a few live streams where I'm working on the comic. If you want to check those out, if you're interested in watching me do comics, there are some live stream content on the page too. Of course, where I'm doing the Cape Fear Part 2 few weeks back. And if you want to check out that content, that's there for you to look at and enjoy. Yeah, doing comics live, man. Woo! Yeah. Lots of fun, man. So, you're interested in that. And, check out Zombie Daily for, man, so much zombie art. Pack a lunch, hydrate, don't forget to hydrate, and enjoy a ton of zombie art. Yeah. There we go. I really think this is great. Good. Turning out just fine, I think. Kind of wacky and crazy and zombie filled. And I really like how the dinosaur turned out. Yeah, and now we're doing the frog. Quiet, frog. Yeah, he's all derpy. There we got some detail on the bandana. I mean, on the tie rather, not bandana, but tie. You like tie? Yeah. You like shirt? Wear to lunch. You like tie? Yeah. You like shirt? There we go. Some a little bit of detail there. Now, I'm putting in a little bit more texture detail into the bandana because it's like it is plastic, but it's kind of like it's all ripped up and everything. So it's a little dirtier, because of the blood and the red viscous fluid, rather, as they would call it, and yeah, just general dirt and stuff. But there's like his jeans are really filthy too, so there's brown in there, and there's his shirt is almost like entirely tan because it was white, but now it's so filthy and sweat and gore covered, because he's rotting in there, right? So yeah, he's putrefying. Putrefaction. Yeah. Could put some more. Can actually put detail and stuff into the costume because there's so much filth on it, right? So that lets you kind of do a little bit more fanciness, goodies, the little goodies of detail in there. Giving them a little bit of form, giving them a little bit of weight, Yeah. Like there's thickness to it, so you're putting a little bit of a shadow underneath it, So now it has weight. Now it has thickness, So I'm actually doing that where some of the red and brown and stuff stopped, and making it look like it's mud, on the leg of the costume, yeah, and because you don't want to put too much detail in the costume itself because it's plastic, right? It's whatever plastic they use to make these things, man. It's like wearing a giant paper or plastic bag on your head. Woo! Yeah, but it has a few spots. I'm gonna put a few spots on him. He has a few spots. So I'm gonna actually put some legit spots on him. Yeah, making him look more froggy-like. So cute. I find. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. There. Yeah, that's good. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just put a little piece there then. Good. Yeah, I want the the foot things that go over the shoe to be totally ragged, right? As ragged as I can, because they're all ripped and worn down from walking like a zombie everywhere, So you got to think of those things, you got to think of those things. And the shoes too, like the shoes are all dirty, and and the jeans, there's rips and all kinds of like dirt and stuff on there. So adding that stuff really again, brings out the characteristics of the zombie-ness of it and the fact that it's blow up costume. Yeah. So again, we're adding some nice details into the jeans because again we can, and they have more potential for detail because of the material, right? So we can add that, and then there's all of that grime and everything on top. Of course. I'm going to add some nice hatching, perhaps cross hatching, but for now, just some hatching inside the costume. Inside the costume, where the human goes. Again, to add that a little bit of depth, of course, and not as much texture, but more surface feeling. More than texture. It's not texture. It's just how that surface feels. So that using cross hatching or hatching is kind of a smoother, more artistic way to show that rather than a organic sort of way. It's a more meticulous way of showing it rather than artistic way. Like it's a little less organic. It's a little colder, using that cross hatching like that, or it's very regimented, And then you can use different kind of cross hatching in different ways too, in different areas too, You can use a staggered cross hatching for different things, but again, it depends on what the texture is. But inside the suit is just like the outside of the suit, except it's darker in there, and there's probably more crap and grime and whatever. So I'm using that kind of impersonal cross hatching in there. Yeah. So there we go. And guys, this is almost this is pretty much finished. I just got to put the highlights on it, and then we're done. So we got two great, fun zombie drawings done in one nice evening, and that's great. Wow, 2.5 hours. That's wonderful. Now, mind you, these guys weren't like super detailed, but there's the fact that I had to sell them, in there to show what they are, to show that they're inflatable costumes, So yeah, I think they do look like they should look, So yeah, I really like them. I really like how they turned out. I hope you guys do too. So we just did these tonight. What about that? That's pretty awesome. I'm not quite finished this. I'm just going to add a couple of little highlights here and there. That should take care of him. And yeah, let's do that now. Put some there in his arm. And probably in the leg there too a little bit. Sporadically here and there. But in that leg again. And the tie. And maybe with the zombie eyes a bit. See what happens. And on the mouth, maybe the eye, highlight there. Oh, maybe there. Yeah, that's better. And then that. And then this. And maybe... Oh, I don't know. Where else? Where else would you see a highlight? Possibly. Maybe in there and there. But do that arm again. Arm again. That again. Just add a little bit more. You know, just to sort of... you know, make it less see-through and more of like, oh, it's a surface effect of light on top of everything else. So you want to try to be on top of everything else, you know, because that's the highlight. There's nothing else. There's just air after that. So, and then for a little bit of higher hotspot light, you know, we'll use this. Which, again, I usually use my Bic pen highlighter, but I have none left. I have to go buy some, and I'm hoping they still make them, because, man, I don't remember seeing a lot of them, or I don't remember seeing them, rather, period, the last time I went, although I wasn't looking, but you kind of notice stuff, right? And, yeah, I don't know if I saw any. Maybe they don't make them anymore. So I'm kind of worried about that. You know? I mean, there are other things I could do, but I really enjoy using the Bic ones because I'm so used to them, and they've worked consistently for like a couple of decades. Yeah, since I've been doing Zombie Daily. They work for everything. Zombie portraits. Yeah, and if you guys... if you guys haven't gotten a zombie portrait yet, get a zombie portrait, man. What are you waiting for? Go to zombieportraits.com. Order yourself a zombie portrait. Give one as a gift. It is absolutely an incredible, one-of-a-kind thing. I invented the service, actually, back in 2006. It did not exist back then. But we did our due diligence, and we realized no one else was doing it. So, yeah, I in fact invented that service back in 2006, and have been doing it ever since. So, yeah, guys, get yourself a zombie portrait. It's awesome. Like I said, it's one-of-a-kind thing. It's very personal, too, because it is of the person you're sending me the photo of. So that is very custom. You know, that's as custom as they come. So yes, get yourself a zombie portrait. Get one for a friend or loved one, and make it a special gift. Because it really is one, and you know, can't be doing them forever. So get one while I'm around as an artist guy. Yeah, probably a good idea. You know. There we go, and here we go. I am going to do this. Don't forget to put your name. There. There. And there. There we go. There, guys. What do you think of that? Zombie inflatable costumes. Eee! It's true. It's damn true. I love it. I actually really love these. I'm going to put that on the tie, too. There we go. Yeah, a little bit on the tie there, I think. Whatever that fabric is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As I leave you guys tonight for another new live stream in the future, I thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please join the Zombie Daily page. The people are joining left, right, and center, and I'm blown away by it. And I'm very glad that people are actually joining the channel. It means like people really want to see more stuff, or the page, the Patreon page, the Zombie Daily Patreon page. So yeah, if you want to join that, I never talk about that, But if you want to join that page, do so, and you'll be getting daily updates as I post new stuff, and it's new. So I mean, you can check it out whenever you want. You'll get notified. So it's wonderful, and that's where all my zombie art goes. That's where all my art goes, videos too, and stuff. So yeah, feel free to check that out, Zombie Daily. The link is in the description below. Zombie portraits as well. My TeePublic shop, I just uploaded new designs. Everything's on sale, I think, still, as of this recording, as of this broadcast. So check out, and those links are in the description below too. Guys, it was wonderful drawing for you tonight and welcoming you into my studio. We did get a lot of work done. Look at what we did. We got Frog and Dinosaur inflatable costume zombies done, and I love them. I think they're great. So thank you so much for joining me. As I said, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again very soon. I've got another con coming up. I'm going to do another. I'm going to do another live stream very, very soon as well. So I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Love and best wishes. Till next time. Rob is out.